Hey everyone, I am Damien Holbert from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I'm talking with Lauren and Hannah from Not Dead Yet.
Yeah, now Lexi is your boss now.
What?
I know, I'm so sorry.
I know that I can be kind of harsh, intense, and attractive.
The two opposite sides of Gina's character, kind of like the id and the super id almost.
I love that.
Did you guys know each other before this?
No, but we knew of each other, but we had never met somehow.
I know, which is interesting for two Canadians in this town.
Right.
Yeah. It was very strange that we had never crossed paths, but it felt like it was because we were destined to meet doing
At
this
this time. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's such an interesting. I don't think we've ever seen this like the two people that were enemies become friends off camera while, a character is out of the picture. Like, this is I think every person's worst nightmare.
Yes.
Of like their best friend becoming friends with the person they used to hate.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny you bring that up because that resonated with me so hard right from the beginning. I was like, if that were me.
I would make you question my friendship. And you see Nell question the friendship for a second. Because she's like, I think you need to pick, basically. Right. And then these are the growing moments that happen on this show, which is like, well, Lexi has changed and grown and being good to me, and you need to give her another chance, just like you're asking for another chance. And there are moments of maturity that we kind of have to embrace.
Yeah.
And there are moments where that's a bit of a struggle. And I think that's so realistic, right? Like it's
totally realistic.
I don't know. I think we all have a friend who ended up getting a friend that we can't stand, but we love our friend. And so we love her too. And it's just the way it is.
That's right. Sometimes you got to grit your teeth, man.
So so what are we going to see from these two? Because they are very unlikely friends. And I want to actually see an episode where we see them bonding, like how they came to this relationship.
Ooh, backstory, maybe season 2. We don't actually get a full, we tell it.
Yes.
But to see something.
You see more of the shorthand, you know what I mean? That has, to your point, that has built over time as opposed to seeing how that kind of, but I think that the smart thing is that it makes sense. Mm-hmm. You lost your best friend and, she moved very far away. And then it kind of is one of those things where it's like, where do we spend the most of our time? At work. You're going to end up, your coworkers are going to become your friends. And so the unlikely pairing, the thing that I also love that gets referenced a few times is that we got through the pandemic together.
That's right.
That it was because it was and Sam has talked about how it's like, it's hard to make other mom friends. My other friends don't have kids. Lexi does. And we have this shorthand and we were going through, again, the pandemic was great for bringing people very close or pulling them apart.
Well, also early pandemic did feel apocalyptic.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was sort of like, I guess it's you and me forever. I guess this is if we survive. Right. So I feel like there's that element to their friendship where they really held each other down. They were two moms that were together. And then you see those moments and it really becomes helpful to both of them in the show where Sam speaks Lexi and can help translate that. And Lexi does a lot of favors for Sam. Nell's there because Lexi went out on a limb for Sam.
Right.
So, there's some really beautiful things in the give and take of the friendship. But with the beautiful storytelling of David and Casey, they're not also they don't dwell in them. Because when you have someone that's like your sister, you just do.
Yeah.
And so I love that part of the show too, where it doesn't get heavy handed with it. It's just the way we are as sisterhoods and friends.
And so before this, you two were both in two of the most rewatchable comedies of the last 10 years.
It's true.
But one of those things is during those shows or those productions, you create work friends, like those work family friends. And I think, Lauren, you and Ben were probably, the most iconic work friends off camera. What about you, Hannah? What have you, which of your shows have you had the work friend that just became family?
I do a podcast with Zoe and Lamorne. The Welcome to Our Show New Girl Rewatch podcast. So we hang out every week and rewatch New Girl together and talk about it.
I love it. And Lauren, I'm hoping you still are giving Ben Feldman a ton of shade every time you get a chance.
100%. We went to dinner recently at a restaurant, at a very exciting, very, very Ben Feldman restaurant. And I have lunch plans with Nico and Nicole later this week. So the love is very real.
I love it. This is the work friend thing. I love that.
It is.
All right. Well, listen, thank you both. Congratulations. It's awesome to have you both back. Everyone, do not miss Not Dead Yet on ABC. Thank you both so much.